Most people don't waste their lives because they're lazy. They waste their lives because they don't even realize it's happening. They chase the wrong things. They wait for the right moment. They ignore what actually matters. And I know this because I did it too. It took me over 30 years to figure this out. But if you understand what I'm about to share in the next 7 minutes, you will never waste another day. I've got 4 key truths that I want to share with you. So let's get started straight away with truth number 1. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready, when I have more money, when I feel more confident. But here's the truth. That moment never comes. I wasted years waiting for the perfect time before I made the big change that I needed to, thinking that my future self would magically be more prepared. But that future self never arrived. I was the same person with the same fears, just a little older. And here's the kicker. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Science backs this up. Dr. Timothy Pitchell found that procrastination isn't about laziness, it's about avoiding discomfort. Let me repeat that. Procrastination isn't about laziness, it's about avoiding discomfort. But here's the deal. The more we delay, the scarier the thing becomes. And before you know it, life passes you by. So the first lesson that I want to share with you is that the right time never comes. So stop waiting. Now, if you know you've been stuck in waiting mode, telling yourself that you'll start when you feel ready, when the timing is perfect, I have got something that can help. It's my Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life workbook. It's designed to help you to break free from those thought patterns that are keeping you stuck and start creating the life that you actually want. It's totally free, and I will drop the link below. Okay, let's move on to the second truth that you really need to hear. Everyone tells you work hard, hustle, grind. So you do. You fill your days with tasks and you check things off lists. But one day you look up and realize you're exhausted, but not fulfilled. You've been climbing a ladder that is leaning against the wrong wall. I lived this. I worked insane hours. I sacrificed sleep and time and joy, all because I thought working harder was the answer. But here's what I didn't realize. Hard work in the wrong direction is just another way to waste your life. And I'm not the only one who fell for this. According to Gallup, 80% of people feel disengaged from their work. That means that most people are spending their lives doing things that they don't even care about. So lesson number 2 is that hard work is not the same as progress. Okay, let's move on to truth number 3. Let me ask you something. Who do you spend most of your time with? Because here's what most people don't realize. You absorb the energy of the people around you, their fears, their beliefs, their limits. If you're surrounded by people who doubt themselves, who think small, who settle, it's almost impossible not to absorb that energy. For years, I surrounded myself with people who played it safe, and without realizing it, I started doing the same. And then I changed my circle. I started spending time with people who thought bigger, who took action, who refused to settle, and everything changed. Harvard research proves this, and you might have heard this before. Dr. David McClelland found that the people that you spend the most time with directly shape your habits and your mindset and even your income. So if you feel stuck, then the key is to really internalize this. Truth number 3, that the people around you shape your future. Okay, truth number 4. We tell ourselves, I don't want to make the wrong move. I don't want to fail. So we hesitate. We stay in the same job, the same routine, the same life, thinking that we're avoiding risk and keeping ourselves safe. But here's what we don't realize. We're not avoiding pain. We're just trading temporary discomfort for lifelong regret. And trust me, regret is so much heavier than failure. One of my biggest regrets isn't something that I did, it's something that I didn't do. It was a time in life when I was at a bit of a crossroads and I hesitated. And then I talked myself out of it because of fear. And that opportunity, it never came back. Some researchers at Cornell University have studied this. They found that our biggest life regrets aren't about mistakes, they're about inaction, the things that we didn't do. The problem is you think that playing it safe means that you're avoiding pain, but it's actually doing the opposite. Let that sink in, because truth number 4 is that the biggest risk is regret. Listen, if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. You have to be bold enough to start before you feel ready. The things that you want and the life that you dream about, they're not going to magically arrive one day. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to knock on your door and present you with the opportunities that you have been hoping for. You have to go after them. So ask yourself, what is one thing that you've been waiting on? Drop it in the comments and then go make a move. And if you need some help getting unstuck, grab my free Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life workbook. It's linked below and it's the perfect first step to stop waiting and start living. Because if you don't, you'll wake up one day wondering where your life went. And I don't want that for you. If you're still here, thank you. Most people click away before the halfway point, but you stayed. And that tells me that you are not just consuming content, you're actually serious about changing your life. And I respect that. We live in a world that is noisy and distracted and full of quick fixes. But the real shifts, the ones that actually last, they come from showing up and paying attention and making small changes consistently. And that's what you're doing right now, and it matters. Here's something that I have been thinking about recently. Most people don't need more information. They need a reset. They're stuck in cycles of stress and distraction and overthinking, not because they're lazy or unmotivated, but because they have been pulled so far out of alignment that they just can't even hear themselves think. And if that sounds like you, you're not broken, but you do need a better system. That's why I created a free 5-day challenge called The Reset. It's designed to help you to clear mental clutter and reset your energy and get back to the version of you who actually feels in control. Each day I'll send you one short, actionable email. No fluff, no busy work, just the exact strategies that I use to refocus, recharge, and rebuild momentum. You'll also get a printable tracker, a few tools that I only share with my inner circle, and a couple of bonuses that I think that you'll love. This isn't about being perfect or getting everything right. It's about learning how to course correct faster and build a life that actually works for you. So if you are done feeling scattered and ready to get back on track, then join me. The link is right below this video. That's it for now. I will see you in the next video. And in the meantime, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start where you are, use what you've got, and remember you're in charge of what happens next. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I think that you're going to love the one that is coming up on the next screen. In it, I share the story of when I made my own big leap in life by leaving my 6-figure career as a doctor. I will see you there. Of course, the phone started to ring. Okay, I was just about to start. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's move on to truth number 3. No, I don't want to, I have to stop doing the finger thing. Actually, maybe I will, but I don't want to do it like that. Anyway. Okay, good. I think we're good. I think that's a wrap for this one, and moving on to the next one.